Welcome to the third video of the Tracking Youth Outcomes with the SAYO T training module for CitySpan. This video is going to go over how to assign students to teachers in CitySpan. So at this point, we've already talked about the importance of tracking attendance, or beginning to at least track attendance prior to administering the SAYO T, and how to add educators to this tab in CitySpan. And so now we're going to talk about how to actually link students to teachers so that those teachers are able to complete the SAYO T on those youth. So as you can see, we have a few teachers that already have some attendees assigned to them, as well as a kind of row of 29 attendees without a teacher. So I'm actually going to click on that link. And you can see that the full list of those 29 individuals is here. And then what follows is a list of kind of links to different teachers' names in this tab. So I'm going to go to Jack Kerwin here. And here's a field, Students for Summer 2017 SAYO T Pre. So if you click inside this field, a drop-down menu pops up where you're able to go through and select students to assign to Jack Kerwin. And you can select as many as you need to, make sure that you're going and make sure that it's accurate. You can also see that if this child has a grade in their student record, they're actually divided up by grade here. That's more helpful for you. And so once you've assigned students to the teacher, you can just click Save. And so now when you go down to Jack Kerwin, you can see those students underneath his name in this tab. All right, so a few things to note when you're doing this is that students, so teachers obviously can have as many students assigned to them as are relevant to their work. It should, of course, be students that they know very well, and that should be the same. This teacher should be filling out the SAYO T pre and post on the same students. One thing, though, is that once you have assigned a student to a teacher, you are unable to assign them to any other teachers. So Wendy Lopez, for example, won't show up in Shamila Hafiz's teacher dropdown because she's already been assigned to Kelsey Cowan. So although teachers can have as many students, the student can only be assigned to a single teacher. So that's one thing to note. You can also add students immediately after adding a new teacher. So if you are in the Add Teacher section here, you enter the first, last name, and email here, and then you can immediately start adding students. As long as there are attendees available to be assigned, you can assign them right after adding a teacher to the Teacher Surveys tab. So that's it for assigning students to teachers in CitySpan in the Teacher Surveys tab. Now we're going to get into how to send surveys to teachers.